Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.
What's up, guys? This is the Til You Collapse Podcast. I'm Brian Nabavi. I'm your host, and I'm here with Memo.
What's up?
A.K.A. Guillermo. And this is our second podcast this week. Feeling good. We're fucking killing it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you've been killing it.
A little bit,
You realize that?
Yeah, I've been busy.
Yeah, you're busy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you enjoying it?
It was good. It's definitely keeping me on my toes constantly, especially with you.
Especially with me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pushing you to be better, man.
Exactly.
And you are getting better every time. And Bree's here. We hired a new member of the family, Bree. This team is fucking kicking, bro. I'm fucking pumped right now. I tell you what. Like, I'm so fired up with the team we have right now.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go far, man.
Yeah, we're getting a lot done, which is nice.
Hell yeah. Guys, quick ask of you guys. Please subscribe to the podcast, review it, share it. I'm spending my time to spit game for you because I want you to win. I want you to help. I want to help you. And I don't know everything. There's a lot that I don't know. But there are some things that I know. So if you can get a little bit of something from me spitting some fire, that's the hope. And I appreciate any shares to grow this thing. So we're going to talk about a couple things today. We promised you one podcast a week, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with 2 podcasts a week, especially if we feel like there's a couple things we want to talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is something I really went off on kind of my Instagram story yesterday. I want to talk about it a little more in depth. Memo saw it, and he was talking to me about it earlier. But this current society that we live in, guys, and it's like, and the word humble, I'll start with that. The word humble. It's like everybody says you got to be humble. You're not humble. You got to be humble. And here's the thing. You guys don't realize what the definition of humble is. I posted it the other day, and Mem was like, I didn't even realize it meant that. A lot of you, and let me go farther in with this. A lot of you guys are going off of things in life based on what other people say or what the norm is, but what really is the norm? Like, you need to look into things and make your own conclusion on things. And that's what too many of us don't do. We just follow what people say. We follow what most people do. Everyone says, you're not humble. You got to be humble. And I talked about posting wins. Like, you working your ass off and having a kick-ass physique. You post a picture with your shirt off. That's not being humble. That's not showing off. That's something you worked your ass off for, and you're proud of your accomplishment. And you should show it off. Or you work your ass off from nothing, like me, after losing everything, and you work your ass off for 8 years and you buy a dream car. You're not supposed to post it. You're supposed to hide it because of this fucking society we live in, because you're not humble. No. We need to share our wins, and we need to fucking share our wins hard. And the thing is, if we're not sharing our wins, this young generation, they're not seeing anybody winning, because everybody is so scared of what other people think and what they're going to call them, what they're going to think of them if they show their win, that they're not showing anything. And then this young generation is like, what's the point to work? Because nobody's winning, because they're not seeing it. And it's okay if it's a car. It's okay if it's a material thing, because that's what motivates kids. Think about when you were a kid. The number one thing that motivates kids is cars. That's what motivated me. That's the whole reason why I'm sitting here. Car. You're a kid. You see a car. You're a boy or girl. You see a car. It's something tangible. It's something feasible. How did you get that car? But we don't want to share our wins. We shouldn't share our wins. We should hide them because it's bad to share them. When the fuck do we get to be a society like that? Should we share that we sit around and we don't work all day and we're lazy and we're entitled and we just want everything handed to us? Is that what we should share? Because here's the thing. I'm going to read you the definition of humble right now. And I don't want to be humble. I am not humble, to be clear. I'm a very down-to-earth, real, nice person. I'm the same person I was when I had 0 cents to my name. I treat everybody right. I'm fair. I'm that person. But I'm not humble. And I'll tell you why I'm not humble, because this is a definition in the dictionary for humble. And you think about if you're humble too. Now that you're really going to know what the fuck it means, not just based on what people are telling you or saying you should or shouldn't be. Humble. Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. I'm going to say it again. having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. That's what humble is. The second definition of low social, administrative, or political rank. What the fuck? Is that what you think of yourself? Is that what humble should be? I'm sorry. That's not what I think of myself, and that's not what I am. I'm very fucking confident, and I have a reason to be confident. You know why? I've been working out with weights for 27 years consistently. I've been hustling since I had my first job. And another thing I want to talk about is every single job I've had, I've made my way to the top because of my work ethic and my sales ability and my effort. Every single job I had. And I built confidence off that. I've had my own businesses for 10 years now. I have a track record. I've had a little bit of success, some more than others, a lot less than some others, but I have an okay life. I'm building something here, but I'm confident. I've lost and I've won and I've experienced stuff. And based on that is why I have my confidence. There's something wrong with that? Like, what do you think about all this shit, Memo? Like, I want to hear your take on this because you're 24 years old. Mm-hmm. Like, you said that opened your eyes to what the meaning behind that. You never thought of it that way because you didn't know. Like, talk to us.
I never knew the actual definition of humble myself. So, and growing up, I've always been told by my parents, got to be humble no matter what. Always be humble. Look out for the other people who don't have what you have because what you have is not, like, make them jealous, make them envious kind of deal. That's the way I grew up and raised. And my generation's like that as well, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Not as hardworking, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, that's the thing is like, you know, and I get it. I grew up thinking that too before I saw the actual definition, before I looked into it myself. It's just kind of like what's programmed into our brains. Mm-hmm. And the problem is all these people that don't have things that we have, and when you have things that you earn, you should be proud of your accomplishments. You should share them with people. You should share them with the world because winning is contagious. People see people win. They work harder. They aspire to get the things that you have, and they're going to work to get them. But if no one's sharing their wins and everyone's hiding, then what's the point? These kids are not going to see anything positive. They're going to be like, they already don't. They don't know what work is. They don't even know what's obtainable, hard work. And the people that it's a very small, actually it's not small, it's probably half the people. So it's a good amount of the population are the kind of people that are never going to put in the kind of work, that are going to be jealous. And the jealousy stems with their own self-insecurities. So they're insecure because they see someone like you that either has amazing physique or has a Lamborghini they just worked 10 years for. And they see those two things, and most people want to have nice cars, and most people want to have a nice physique. That's the reality of this world, right? They see those things, and they're insecure because they don't want to eat healthy. They don't want to put the work in the gym and the time and the years and the consistent effort, and they're unhappy with the way they look naked. Or they drive a piece of shit, and they find excuses of why they dream to drive a Lamborghini, but they're so far away from it. The same place that we've all been that have success. We've all had shitty physiques. We've all drove shitty cars, myself included. But the difference is we did something to go from point A to point B. And their insecurities that they know that they're not doing the work it takes, they're not doing what it's going to take to get there, makes them lash out against you. And that's the reality of it. And just realize that. And here's the thing. Who gives a fuck what that person thinks? Who is that person to you? A stranger on the internet? Some random comment under your Lamborghini picture or your flexing picture in the gym?
Yeah.
What is that going to do? What is that going to do in your life? Because I promise you this, the people you inspire, the people you motivate off those pictures and off sharing your wins are much greater than the people that feel like that. That's what you need to think of and remember, because that's the whole point of it. And it's worse than ever, and I can't handle it. You know what I mean? And like I said, I want you all to win. I want you to win bigger than me. I have most of my friends in business are way more successful than me. It fires me up. I love that shit. I want to see you reach all your dreams here.
Okay.
My main goal to grow this company is for you guys. I want you to double your income within a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
That's real. And you know it's real. But we have to get there. How do we get there?
Working hard.
You just seen the tip of the iceberg. You just got thrown into the fire,
Yeah.
and you're realizing it, and you're doing a great job. But I promise you, you're 24 years old, man. You spend the next 6 years fucking head down, working with me, listening to me. You're going to be in an amazing place. Right. We're going to be in an amazing place because we're going to grow together, obviously. But the problem is finding a team of people that really, truly believe that vision, buy into that vision, and then put the work behind that vision.
Sacrificing a lot. That's what it is.
Yeah. Like with anything.
The sense of having to lose something else to gain more. Yeah.
And that right there, and I've talked about it before, you always got to lose something to gain something. And there's no balance. Something's going to suffer. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if you don't ever want to have that suffer to gain that, you're going to realize that you're going to be kind of in the same place forever.
Exactly.
And that's the reality of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing right there. People don't want that. People don't want to do what's uncomfortable. They want to change their routine. They want to work 9 to 5. They want to take every second of their lunch break. They want to run out the door as soon as the clock ends. And they want to go home and not think about work. And they want to eat dinner and sit on their couch and watch 2-3 hours of TV and do that day after day, night after night, month after month, year after year. And they see a motherfucker like you that looks amazing with his shirt off. And then they're like, fuck that guy. Motherfucker, you've been doing your same routine for 4 years and you've gained 40 pounds over the last 4 years. Mm-hmm. Like, look in the mirror. It's on you. And that's another thing. Nobody wants to take self-accountability. And that's part of that. By getting jealous and blaming other people for not being humble is taking the blame off of them. Yeah. But I promise you, anything in this life, anything that you're not where you want to be is on you. Any failure here in this business, whether you guys do it or I do it, is on me. There's no blame here. Mm-hmm. Because if you guys do something that's not expected, it's on me for teaching you and leading you and holding the expectation right. It's not on you.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is just having that mindset that you're accountable for everything in your life. Whether it's good or bad, you're in control of it.
Yeah.
And just looking in the mirror and realizing that. And that's the thing, is most people don't like to look in the mirror. Most people don't like to take accountability. Mm-hmm. But it's a very powerful thing. And I've been there before. But I would say over the last 8 years, I've really transitioned to that. And it's been very powerful since that's happened, So, and, no excuses. Like, there's always an excuse for something. Like, fuck an excuse, dude. Like, I don't want to hear the excuses. I just want you to tell me I fucked up. I'll be better. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what the reason is. Like, that's fine. Just let's just realize it.
Accountability. That's all it is.
That's it, right?
Yep.
Man, but yeah, this, like I said, this we're primed here to kill it. I'm excited, man.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the thing, guys. I hope you guys are all, like I talked about in the last podcast, I think a little bit. Did I talk about it in the last podcast? I did talk about like the way the world is and just get ready for the next couple of years. Like just please listen to me, guys. Like, in anything you do, here's a good tip. Whatever your profession is, whatever you do, be aware of where the world is right now, and where it's going, and be prepared for it. So, like, especially like if you're in sales, be prepared for objections based on money, based on difficulties like that, and be ready to overcome those objections based on, that. Just be prepared, because it's going to come if it's not coming already. And if you're not prepared, you're prepared to fail. So just be ready. So the second thing I want to talk about is
besides being humble.
Hopefully you guys got something from that. Like I said, that's a definition. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. But please, to wrap up that section, please share your wins. Little to big. Don't be ashamed. And I know you guys are thinking this. Oh, it's not that big a deal. I shouldn't share it. I know you've said that, and I know you've thought that, because I have too. And there's no win too big or too little to share. A win's a win, and it's moving in the right direction. Be proud of it. You accomplished it. Share it. And the right people will support you. And here's the crazy thing. you're going to find out who your people are really quick when you start sharing your wins. And that's a really powerful thing. And that's something that we all need to figure out sooner than later anyways. Because there's a lot of people around us, friends, even close family, believe it or not. A lot of times it's mostly close family, believe it or not, that feel that type of way. And if you start sharing your wins, they're really going to get uncomfortable because, like I said, that insecurity inside them starts brewing and showing itself. And you're going to know who really fucks with you and who doesn't. And you're going to see who's clapping and you're going to see who's not. And a lot of times, people all the time say, like, it's the last people they think. It's the closest people to them. It's their closest family members. But that's the reality of it. And the thing is, I'd rather know who's real and who's not. I'd rather know who wants me to win than who's not. It's a very liberating thing to know that, because you can move forward and you can allocate your time to the people that really back you and support you, because our time is the most valuable thing. And if we're spending our time and cultivating these relationships with people who deep down don't want to see us win and don't support us, why would we do that?
It's a good way to thin the herd.
Quickly.
Yes.
Quickly.
Very quickly.
So start sharing your wins, little to big. Tag me in those motherfuckers. I will repost them. I want to see you win. I don't give a fuck if it's, I fucking went 2 weeks eating healthy. That's a win, especially if you've been struggling with your weight, if you've been struggling with nutrition. Realize that there's power in that, because what that does is that builds confidence and that builds momentum. And that's what you need to build to get the ball rolling. Because if you're always ashamed of shit, if you're always in that negative mindset, think about that. If you're always ashamed and in a negative mindset about winning and what you've done, how is that ever going to grow into something huge? It's just a black negative cloud around it. I don't know what you're trying to do, but I'm trying to fucking win amazingly fucking huge. Like, I want millions of dollars worth of cars. I want millions of dollars worth of houses. I want all my employees to have dream houses and dream cars. Like, I want to fucking do it big with my family here. Like, that's what we're going to do. And finding that tribe that wants that too, that's the hardest thing. But it's possible, because look at all the companies that do it. And that's the only way they do it. And that's through trial and error, hiring people, firing people, and finding the right tribe. And that's part of the process. It's going to take time. Some people find it faster than others. Some people take longer. Some people never find it. And it's a fucking struggle. You know what I mean? But, just please do not be humble based on, and that's funny, because that's funny even saying that, because that goes against everything everybody says and what I've told. But like I said, remember the definition of humble. Be a good person. Do the right things. Treat people how you want to be treated. That's what you be. That's different than the definition of humble. I can't stand motherfuckers. Like, one of my biggest pet peeves is people who think they're better than everybody else. People who fit that definition of what people call not humble. I can't stand that, for the record. Like, I don't fuck with people like that. I don't talk with them. They're not my acquaintances. I can't stand being around them because I want to punch them in the fucking teeth. That's the reality of it. That's real. That's as far from what I am. But that's not the definition of humble. So please realize that, and realize there's a lot of shit in your life that's like that, where you've been conditioned and brought up to think it's something, and really when you look into it, it's something totally the opposite. So keep your mind open, have an open mind, have conversations, and look into things. That's all I'm saying, right? Mm-hmm. So the final thing I want to talk about is something I post about all the time. Motherfucking mushrooms. Chocolates, raw mushrooms, whatever, psilocybin. Psychedelic mushrooms. I want to talk about that because it's something that I've been dabbling in the last 6-7 months, pretty much every day, to tell you the honest truth. And it's something that really, I've got the most positive benefit out of anything other than health and fitness, really, that from the outside in that I've ever done. And I just want to kind of share my experience with you and open this up to, if you have any questions, DM me if you listen to this podcast, because I'd love to talk about it. But, it's definitely an industry I'm getting involved in. It's an industry that I feel like is the next wave. It's something I'm involved in and I'm getting involved in because I use it, I believe in it, and the results speak for themselves. So everyone has, like I said, everyone fears what they don't know. And I feel like the stigma behind mushrooms is the fucking old hippies that fucking take a whole bunch and then fucking trip out and you're going to see shit and you're going to hallucinate and all that kind of shit. That's what everyone thinks about when they think about mushrooms, right? And that's because that's what you've been conditioned, like I said, to believe as you've grown up, right? That was the old stigma behind it, right? Mm-hmm. But I can tell you, microdosing like I do is very subtle. Sometimes you don't even realize it. And it's very less than fucking having a drink even or smoking a J or stuff like that. That affects you way harder than this. And everybody's like, can I drive with it? Yeah, you can fucking pop a couple mushrooms. You're fine. It's not going to affect you like that. Just to be clear. I know the mindset behind it. But the reason why I love it is because it comes from the earth. It's natural. It comes from the earth. And the range of benefits is huge. And I'm going to read a list to you. And when I read the list, I want you to listen to it and think about if that's anything that you could use help with. But it takes the place of so many pharmaceutical drugs. They basically have pharmaceutical drugs for all the benefits. And fuck pharmaceuticals. They're horrible for you. I don't fuck with pharmaceuticals. I can't stand the companies and I can't stand the products they put out. They want to keep us sick. They want to keep masking problems with drugs, and that's what they want to do because they want to make money.
They're the drug dealers.
They are. They don't care about our health. They don't care about our health, 100%. And so for me, since I've started taking it, I've noticed so much more focus, so much more creativity, a better sense of well-being. Like for me, like the best way I explain it is like, think about, we all have good days and we all have bad days. And like, when everything's going right, it seems like boom, boom, boom. Fuck, this day's kicking. Everything's going my way this day. Or when you have a bad day, it's like, fuck, I can't catch a break today. Well, with the mushrooms, it seems like there's more days of like that, more of that, like everything's good, everything's going your way, just because the sense of well-being is amazing with it. And it affects everyone in different ways. And I'm talking about microdose. I'm talking about taking a little bit every day. Like I said, that's what I've been doing the last 6 or 7 months. And I love it. And for me, like I said, the biggest things for me are the focus, creativity, positive mindset, stuff like that. So I'm going to read you a list of what they say the spectrum of benefits are, and they're different for everybody. And I want you to listen to this, and I want you to think to yourself, is there anything on here that can help me? And let me find this shit. Here we go. I knew this was going to happen. God damn it, Memo. Memo, sing a song.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault. It always is. That's just how it goes now.
It's always your fault. I mean, we can show them that picture of you fucking touching the Red Bull to your head looking like you're about to cry. You want me to post that picture? I mean, I have it right here in my phone. I look at it all the time.
Nah, we don't need to expose me just yet. Save that for blackmail later.
What the fuck is this, bro? You've been sending me so many pictures because you've been fucking pumping out the content like a G.
Of course.
And my phone was filled up. And the thing is crazy is you're doing a great job too, by the way. This guy took the initiative and he said he wanted to start helping with social media. And he's been managing the social media on top of shooting, on top of editing, on top of everything, man. On top of packing orders. Fuck, man.
A little bit of everything.
Like I said, man, I'm here to keep it real and let you know what I feel. Like I said, I want to let you know you're appreciated, dude. You know, that's the thing is, and it's real. You know it is. I mean, I tell you all the time. I also get on your ass all the time. And that's the reality of it. Like, you know what I mean? I expect a lot from you, dude. Okay, so I found it. Okay, so this is the benefits, a wide range, and I want you to listen to these, and I want you to think about it as something that you'd fuck with. It's all natural. It's from the earth. No negative side effects, by the way. And I haven't really noticed a tolerance. I've been taking it every day, and with a lot of stuff, you seem to build up a tolerance. I'm not having to take a whole bunch more. I still take the same amount today as I did 6 months ago. So that's kind of cool. So, okay, benefits of microdosing mushrooms. Improve focus, concentration. I can't even talk. Here we go. Fuck. Don't look at me like that.
Maybe need one of those chocolates right now.
Yeah, maybe I need a couple. Okay. Improve focus, concentration, and mindfulness. Improve energy, wakefulness, and stimulation. Cognitive benefits such as enhanced problem solving, social benefits, reduce anxiety, creativity, reduce symptoms such as stress, big stress reliever, improve mood, optimism, and life appreciation. That's huge. Improve body functioning, self-efficiency, including improve ambition, productivity, and motivation. So there's a lot of positive. Those are all positive. I don't know anybody that doesn't want more of that. Less stress, less anxiety, all that positive stuff. And that's real. It's no bullshit. And it comes from the fucking earth. It's not old hippie tripping, seeing things. And here's the thing. I've never taken that amount. If you take a lot, yes, you can have spiritual trips. You can see things. I've never done that because I like to be in control. I'm a control freak. And I don't like to lose control of myself like that. That's why I never get belligerent, blackout, drunk, all that kind of stuff. I don't like to get to that level. I may try it because I've heard if you take that big macro dose, it can be life-changing. It definitely unlocks different parts in your brain. And when you take a lot, I've definitely heard of a lot of positive things, like every maybe 6 months do that. I've never tried it, but you got to be sure you're in the right place and the right time. I've never fucked with that, though. I like the small benefits. Like I said, I do it daily. So yeah, that's that. Like I said, I just want to let you guys know it's something in the industry I'm definitely getting into. That's why you see me post it, you see me talk about it. Hopefully that gives you more information about it. If you have any questions, like I said, DM me. But yeah, I said I'm gonna continue to use it and get the benefits from it. Memo's never tried it. He's never tried anything.
A little bit of a goody two shoes.
Yeah, he is kind of. Other than he likes to drink. But,
on occasions.
Yeah. I mean, not really likes. I'm not gonna say likes to drink, but in the past he partied.
Oh,
He
yes.
kind of went through that phase. We all kind of have. But like I said, if anything he'll do. You know, he's not going to smoke a J with me. No. He's not going to, as much as I'm going to try, maybe one day, not a mushroom, but he will have a drink with me.
Nice shout out tequila.
Yes, he will have a drink with me. So, guys, that's the podcast. Hopefully you got something from it. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We're going to keep the content coming. Let us know what you want. We're out.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.